Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be talking about integers. We have seen what whole numbers are. Whole numbers are the set of numbers that starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Whereas natural numbers are the set of numbers that starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Okay, so let us see a number 45. So is 45 a whole number or a natural number? Yes, 45 is a whole number and a natural number. Okay, if I write the number 0, what can you say about 0? Is 0 a natural number? No, 0 is not a natural number. 0 is a whole number. Okay, now you might have seen some numbers having a negative sign before them. What do you call those numbers? They are called as the negative numbers. Okay, so let us see what are these negative numbers. You might have seen various negative numbers like negative 5, negative 6, negative 10, negative 100, which has got a negative sign before them. Understood? So the numbers which includes the negative numbers 0 and the positive numbers, you call it as integers. They are called as the integers. Now, what is an integer? You might have seen that this is a thermometer. And in this thermometer, you can see various temperatures marked on it, right? So you can see some markings are having a negative sign and some markings doesn't have a sign. That means those are the positive numbers and these are the negative numbers. This you can call as the negative numbers, okay, which has negative sign in between, you call it as negative numbers, and which doesn't have any sign, you call it as positive numbers. Okay, you can also see a marking 0. Okay, so integers are the set of numbers that includes negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. Understood? So if I draw a number line, if I am drawing a number line and if I mark 0, the numbers to the right are called as the positive integers. Okay, numbers to the right are called as the positive integers, whereas the numbers lying to the left of 0, you call it as negative integers. Integers. Positive integers are written without a plus sign. Even if you write a plus sign also, no problem. You have an option to write it without the positive sign also. On the number line, these are the numbers to the right of 0. Can you see them marking 0 on the number line? See, these numbers to the right of it, you call it as the positive integers. Whereas, can you see some numbers mentioned to the left of the 0? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, etc. These are called as the negative integers. And where do you mark this negative integers on a number line? We mark the negative integers to the left of 0 on the number line. Whereas the positive integers are marked to the right of the 0 on the number line. Okay. This is how we represent integers on the number line. And as you can see, the numbers lying to the right of 0, you call them as positive integers, and the numbers lying to the left of 0, you call them as negative integers. If I want to mark a integer 3, I can mark it like this, and I can say that this is a positive integer 3. I can put a plus sign and write 3, or I can simply write 3. Whereas for a negative 2, suppose if I want to mark negative 2, I will have to put the negative sign. Understood? This is how we show a negative integer and a positive integer on a number line. How about 0? Is 0 a positive integer or a negative integer? No, 0 is neither a positive integer nor a negative integer. As we told before, this is how on a thermometer you might have seen the various markings of the temperatures. So now suppose it is 10 degrees Celsius now, okay, and I say that the temperature drops by 15 degrees Celsius. What do you mean by drops by 15 degrees Celsius? That means it has come down. It was somewhere here at 10 degrees Celsius and it had dropped down by 15 degrees Celsius. So where will the marking be now? Up to here it is 5, then again 5. So that means total drop of 10, again 5. That means total temperature drop of minus 15 and the marking is at negative 5. So the temperature is minus 5 degrees Celsius right now. Okay. Now we have learned about successor of a number, predecessor of a number in your lower grades as well as in the whole number chapter, right? So what is a successor? Do you remember what a successor is? Yes, successor is when you add 1 to any number, you get the successor of it. Okay, so shall we give a try? So if I take the number 10, what is the successor of the number 10? 10 plus 1, which will be 11. Okay, how about the successor of 8? 8 will be 8 plus 1, which is 9. How about minus 4? Minus 4 will be minus 5 will be minus 5 plus 1. That means you get the successor as you move one step to the right. That means minus 5. The next number lying to the right of minus 5 is minus 4. So you can say the successor of minus 5 is minus 4. Okay, so can you give a try for the successor of minus 3? What is the number that lies to the right of minus 3? Yes, yes, minus 2. How about 0? What is the number lying to the right of 0? Immediate right of 0? 1. So you can say these are the successors of these integers. Okay. Next, moving on to predecessor. What is the predecessor? Predecessor is the number that we get when you subtract 1 from any number. Okay, when you subtract 1 from any number, you get the predecessor. Or on a number line, you can say that the predecessor of a number is the number that lies to the immediate left of the number. Okay, so can you tell me what is the predecessor of 10? Predecessor of 10 is 9. How about 8? It is 7. How about 5? 4. 3, 2. Just think for a while, what will be the predecessor of 0? What is the number that lies to the immediate left of 0? Yes, negative 1, right? Now, let us try this. Write the following numbers with appropriate signs. Okay? You know, we usually measure the height above sea level. You might have heard those usage. It is 10 meter above the sea level, 10 meter below the sea level. So how do you mark this in real life? You know, any height which is measured above the sea level, you will say are positive. Any height measured below the sea level, you call them by negative sign. Okay, so now it is 100 meter below the sea level. Suppose this is your sea level. So how will the marking be? 100 meter below the sea level. So you will say minus 100 meters. So how will you represent it? You will say minus 100 meters. Understood? Any measurement below the sea level, you take it as negative. And any measurements above the sea level, you consider it as positive. Next, when you talk about a temperature, 25 degrees Celsius above 0 degrees Celsius temperature, what does that mean? So 0, suppose this shows the 0 degree Celsius. So above the 0 degree Celsius, the temperature will be positive. Above the 0 degree Celsius, the temperature will be positive. So this is above 0 degree Celsius. So you will say plus 25 degrees Celsius. Understood? Next, 15 degrees Celsius below 0 degrees Celsius. So can you give a try? Which is something less than 0. What is that something less than 0? That will be minus 15 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now let us look into some real life application of integers. Okay. We know profit and loss are opposite situations. When do we have a profit? You might have heard profit is when the selling price is SP is greater than CP. So the profit is represented by a positive sign and the loss will be by a negative sign, represented by a negative sign. Similarly, height above and below the sea level. The height of a place above sea level is denoted by a positive number. Height becomes lesser and lesser as we go lower and lower. Thus, below the surface of the sea level, we can denote the height by a negative number. So, below the sea level, you will mark it with a negative sign. Whereas, height above the sea level, you will represent it with a positive sign. Similarly, in the case of deposit and withdrawal of money, when you are depositing a money to your bank account, you will represent it with positive sign, and when you are withdrawing the money from your bank account, you can represent it with a negative sign. These are some of the real life application where we can relate it to the integers. Okay. Now, let's compare the following pairs of numbers using greater than or lesser than sign. 0 and minus 8. So, you know on a number line, any number lying to the left of a number are less than that number, right? So, you know that negative numbers lie to the left of 0, so that all the negative numbers are lesser than 0. So you can say that this particular integer 0 is greater than minus 8 because all negative numbers are less than 0 and positive numbers. Okay, as we move to the right, the numbers will be bigger than the number on the left. Understood? So as we are moving to the left, what happens? The numbers becomes lesser. Okay. Next, minus 1 and minus 15. So as I said, where does minus 1 lies? Minus 1 is over here. And where is our minus 15? Minus 15 would be somewhere here. So it is actually lying to the left of minus 1. So that means minus 15 is smaller. So I can say that minus 1 is greater than minus 15. 5 and minus 5. So you know 5 is a positive integer which lies to the right of 0 and minus 5 is a negative integer which lies to the left of 0. So minus 5 is actually lesser than 5. So again 5 is greater than minus 5. 11 and 15. You know both are positive integers, and as we move to the right, 15 lies to the right of 11. So 15 is greater. So I can say 11 is less than 15. Next, all of you give a try for minus 20 and 2. Which sign should I put here? Yes, minus 20 is a negative number, so it lies to the left of the positive numbers, right? So minus 20 is smaller than 2. So I can put less than sign. Okay. So these are the points that we have covered in this particular topic. Every positive integer is larger than every negative integer. 0 is less than every positive integer and greater than every negative integer. 0 is neither a negative integer nor a positive integer. Further a number from 0 on the right, larger is its value. Further a number from 0 on the left, smaller is its value. So I hope you have got an idea on what integers are and how do you represent it with some real life situations. Height above the sea level, below the sea level, what happens when you have a profit or a loss. So thank you for watching my video, and in the next video we will discuss addition and subtraction of integers. Thank you.